Okay, so here we are with level 3 of Oddworld Smile Factory. So we're back in the lift again. There's a different lift up there. And this level is called the Dome Apex, because it's the only roof in the game that I actually put some effort into. Basically, yeah. Amazingly, this roof was like one of the last things I added in. It was like, originally it was just like a flat ceiling as the rest of the places have been, but then I just envisaged this room and this music. I love this music. This music was created by artificial intelligence, fun fact. I just wanted to get that little bit in there. I was like, that'd be quite a good thing to have, like a music in the game that's created purely by artificial intelligence. I thought that'd be pretty cool. Anyway, so this level received quite a redo, a retrofit, a renovation, shall we say. Originally, this door was opened with 3 levers. Now it's opened by 6, so there's 3 new areas in this game. I also added these little lights to indicate, and it's very much similar to the Flintlock Trials. Actually, believe it or not, I wasn't inspired by the Flintlock Trials, but looking back, it's very similar to the Flintlock Trials. So, let's do the easy room. This is the easy room, I'd say. This is one of the new areas. I put that there. And that's also created by artificial intelligence. So yeah, I've got both images and music in this game that's created by artificial intelligence. I thought that'd be pretty nice to like be using this sort of latest technology in this game. Okay, so this section is pretty darn easy. Just whoop, click. Okay, that was close. Somehow I survived. Yep, okay, that was easy, yeah. This is why I call it the easy room, it's very easy. Originally this was actually going to be like a whole, like, electricity puzzle with like, just lightning gate levers, and you'd have to like press the levers, but I realised I couldn't really do it logistically with the way that I'd done the lightning gates. So oh well, so as you can see, one of the things turned red. I know there's a glitch where like one of the lights sort of just vanishes when one of it, oh yeah, and that turns green as well to indicate, oh yeah, you've done that room. I know one of the things, I can't really do anything, well, I mean I might be able to do stuff about it, but I looked into it and I don't know, I can't seem to sort it out. So yeah, that's just something, don't forget to save once you've done a room, otherwise you have to do it again if you die. Now let's do this bit, shall we? This is the platform in the section. I tried to like have it so you had sort of the same themes throughout the game. Oops. So like we had a bit like this in the first level, but now this is more like I think it's the first time I've ever died actually in this whole Let's Play. Yeah, these platformer sections were surprisingly hard, even with these like new barriers. Before those barriers were there, it was so difficult, like the hardest parts of the game. Okay, there we go. Oh, I thought I timed that really poorly then. But yeah, these platforming sections are surprisingly difficult. And obviously it just gets harder and harder. Okay, well that was surprisingly easy. I did press it. Sometimes I get concerned I get to the end and then I forget to press it or something. Okay. Right, well that's that one done. Oh yeah, I forgot to look at this. Viker's Labs. If we weren't testing it on Fuzzles, we'd be testing it on you. That's a classic Viker slogan. I saved it, didn't I? And also, one of the things I was inspired by, I tried to keep it like pretty close to the original games, you know, even the menu's like heavily inspired by like the original ones, the original games, so I tried to just keep it sort of the same, I guess. What section should I do next? I'll do this section. I don't know why, but I quite like this area, just this greeter that comes towards you. And you get a really nice look at them. Okay. It's pretty easy to get past him, to be honest. Get him. Okay, thanks, Greta. Cheerio. Right. And here, so like again, as I was saying earlier about, I like the whole thing of having sort of the same sort of puzzles throughout the game, throughout different levels in the game. I thought that was going to get me then. But just making it difficult, making it more harder as you go on. So like we had an area like this in the first level, now we've got a slightly harder version. Okay, and there's a whiteboard here. Notice, negotiations are underway. The conglomerate has plans for this building to protect their reputation. And that's one reason I put the domed roof here in this level, because it's sort of a B plot, if you like, about this whole building and what's happening to it. And there's actually quite a bit of depth there that I won't go into now. But yeah, so the dome is sort of also there to just attract attention to the building itself, I guess. We've got a newspaper. Exclusive, why did the Greeters attack? Programming error is to blame for the mishaps. Grin of death. In today's conspiracy corner, sell robots that malfunction and get paid to fix them? Did Vikers purposefully make Greeters go Ori? Yeah, because I was kind of thinking that it's like the Vikers sold the Gluckans these robots, then got paid to fix them. It's like they got a good deal out of the Greeters malfunctioning, you know? So who knows, maybe they did it on purpose. But yeah, this was sort of inspired by Time magazine actually, but yeah, I won't go into that, I guess. They just sort of... oh, okay. Oh wow, that was very conveniently timed. I actually just added a patch in, because these lasers, I made them go a bit quick, because I was like, do people really want to... I timed that poorly. Do people really want to wait around for these lasers all the time? Probably not. So I made them really quick, but actually making them really quick was not a good idea, because it just made it really harder. Okay. Hi. See ya, buddy. Okay, so that's 3 done. Right. Alright, so that whole side is done now. Where do I want to go next? I'll do this part. This is a new section. So I just sort of wanted to create a sort of, I guess, maze type area. Of course I kind of... Okay. See, this is the thing. I know... Oh, careful. I know what I'm doing. Because I know where everything is. But if you haven't played this before, it's going to be a lot more... It's not going to be as easy as this. Like, I knew to go straight here. And basically what you're meant to do... The old classic... Kill the greeter, lure them and kill them. One reason I did all this sort of thing is... I wanted you... Oh, they're just bumping into each other then. I wanted to make it so you had to get chased by the greeters to really get that sort of intense experience. I didn't want it to be like, oh, you're just avoiding the greeters all the time, because I thought that'd be kind of boring. I wanted you to, have to get chased by them to make it more exciting, I guess. What I would have liked to do is add a sort of thing where you can sort of look behind you easier, like maybe right click. Oh, well, not right click, but actually you could do it with right click, but sort of just click or press a button and it instantly looks behind you, so you can really get a good view of that greeter that's chasing you. Some more AI arts up there. Right, so that's that one done. Okay. This section got a massive... yeah, I guess a massive redesign. Oh man, I just found out Kirstie Alley died. And the reason I bring this up is because... Okay, okay. Well, that first time I died by a greeter in the game. That's just me being careless. So the reason I bring it up is because when you're making a game, what you're listening to, it's amazing. It's like, or just for me anyway, I can vividly remember like what I was listening to when I made certain sections of the game. It's really crazy, like what people were saying and everything. And when I was making this section, I was listening to a retrospective on Cheers. So that's why I bring that up. I literally just like 20 minutes ago found out Kirstie Alley died, so that's quite weird. I'm now playing this section where I vividly remember listening to a retrospective on Shears, so yeah. I quite like what I did with this how I redesigned it, I guess. Ooh. This is actually really difficult, by the way, like, this was actually one that I quite envisioned early. Hold on, I'll show you. PR Nightmare Facilities sold by Vickers Conglomerate. So again, getting the building involved, there's sort of a B plot there, I guess you could say. I remember being like, I want a section whereby you sort of see the silhouette of the greeter just massive on the background. And so that's where this section came from. It's just sort of a light there. Because I thought it'd be really creepy to just have this giant silhouette in the background. And it's funny because, why am I going there? I can just drop down now and there's a ladder there. Just get right back up. I did press it, didn't I? Yes. But yeah, I just thought it'd be really... be careful with that guy. I thought it'd be really oh yeah, but I didn't really know how lighting worked somehow. And so I actually had to... I was trying to figure out if lighting, and it wasn't casting the shadow properly. I was like, man, why isn't this working? So I literally got an actual real torch. I've got a sonic screwdriver torch. That's really bright, it's really good. I've had it for like since like 2005. And I like that light's on now. And I literally just shined it against the wall and just had I put my finger in front of it and like moved the light to try and gauge how to get the shadows to work correctly, and then I did it in this. Now this section is really quite difficult. You have to time this like perfectly. Okay, yep, I failed. I'm probably... Okay, yep, I failed. Yeah. I knew that'd happen. This is one of the toughest bits, I'd say, actually. But it's not impossible, that's what I like. You have to sort of gauge the difficulty level to be, like, difficult, but not impossible. You don't want it to be too easy, but you also don't want it to be, like... Oh, yeah, that's incredible. Oh. Yeah. You want it to be difficult, but not, like, impossible, but also not too easy. I don't really know why I put those mines there, to be honest. I guess sometimes the greeters can go through the doors, so it's like well, that's not why I put it in, but that's one reason why it could be there. There we go. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so shut that. We've got the Zulag things here. They don't really solve any purpose in this level. They're just sort of there to remind you how it works. Now these Zulag things, the reason I put them in there is for the next level. So I'll get onto that when we get onto the next level. So retrofit, self-promoting vending machine conversion to security drone, strip down appliances to greater functionality, rebrand and remarket. So it's just sort of saying sort of the plan that they're doing. Ooh. Okay. Greeter. Oh, yeah, so just like blueprints there, just sort of trying to get the whole thing. Oh yeah, this bit here, exhaust fumes relocated to top so smoke doesn't interfere with motion scanner. Also looks better. The reason I did that is because if you have a look at my greeters there, the smoke's coming out the top of the steam whistle. They have an exhaust, so you might be wondering why isn't it coming out of the exhaust. Concept art of the greeters shows it coming out of the exhaust. For some reason my natural reaction was to put it on the steam whistle. I don't know why. But then I realised, oh yeah, wait, there's an exhaust, what am I doing? But when I put it on the exhaust, it just didn't look right to me. It just sort of interfered with the gameplay, it interfered with your view of the greeters, if you like. So that's why I put it on the exhaust. I just had a little reference to that by just saying, I just thought it looked better. So that's why I just sort of just had that as a little in-joke there. As saying like the Vikers just decided to do that as well just because they thought it looked better. Yeah, just a little joke, I guess. But yeah. Okay. Sweet, now we've got to go way back. Originally there was no like save points in this area. But it's just like, it was too hard. Like I couldn't expect you to go all the way back. Oh, jeez. Couldn't expect you to go all the way there and then back again, you know? without dying, it would have been so tricky. As you can see just then, imagine me having to then do that whole bit again after dying just then. It would not have been good. Oh, good, they didn't. See, I noticed they sometimes clip through the doors like that. I'd like to try and fix that, but wasn't sure how, and now finally the door is open. So again, you know, it's very similar to Flintlock Trials, but yeah, surprisingly I was not inspired by that. I think with these lights, which are new additions, I probably was inspired by it, like flames in the Flintlock Trials. But yeah, so yeah, say goodbye to the only roof that I spent any time on, basically. Goodbye, dome. The dome is important. Why is it important? We have to find out. Vikers know best. Remember, if you work for us, you're a nobody. It's very nice. That's a reference to something that I won't go into. This maze area, I didn't do much to this maze area. I love this idea of like having this giant maze area where there's just like greeters everywhere and whatever. Now in the original version, you would be able to just go right to the end and see where you had to go, which is, you know, top right. But I blocked it off now, so everyone would just like go straight to the end. Oh look, there's the thing. They just go up straight up there, and they just go straight to the exit, you know. But now, for a first time player, I mean, I say this, for me, I even experienced this, and I know where the exit is. Just not knowing where it, like, just having that blocked off is like so startling. It just makes this area so much better. Unfortunately, I still know where to go, so I can just go straight there. But yeah, I love this visual. It's like just these tons of greeters everywhere. I know it's a bit excessive, but I just thought it was pretty fun. Careful, careful. Sometimes when they turn, you gotta be careful in case the laser hits you as they turn. So this is parts and services. Oh gosh, darn. See? Just like that. That's why there's so many greeters in this area, because, you know, I feel like I was concerned the greeters weren't much of a threat, really. In these, like, open areas, it's very easy to run away from the greeters. So, that's why I sort of put so many of them in here, because it's very difficult to... Oh, that's close. Very difficult to keep track of all of them. I think that's the first ever time I've died in that area, though. In this area. But yeah, I just thought I heard the laser then. Get away. Okay. Oh, see, wow. I feel like that's my fault then. I should have been paying attention. All right, let's do that again, and let's actually do it properly, shall we? It's probably pretty easy to do this area, to be honest. Like, I've literally never died in this area until just now. Okay. Get him. Careful. Oh, great. Okay. I do not know why I'm now flopping out of this area. I'll show you what I mean when I say it's like easy to avoid the greeters. Watch this. There you go, now just run away. Oh, there's a massive gap there. Okay, I'll need to fix that. Okay, maybe it's not so easy to avoid the greeters. I don't know. But it's not impossible to avoid the greeters. It's pretty easy. Yeah, there's a massive gap there, so... Man, that's something I need to fix. There's a couple of minor changes that I want to make. And there's another gap there. Oh man. Okay, I need to check all the gaps again. Oh man. Get away. That was freaking close. Yeah, I do feel like I'm making this harder for myself. Because this is a really easy area. Usually it takes me like a minute. Okay. There we go. Now let's just go straight for the door, shall we? Parts and services. There we go, and there's the elevator of safety. The elevator of safetiness. Okay, and now we go on to what a lot of people said was the best level, and I thought that while making it too. We are moving on to the parts and services area of Oddworld Smile Factory.
Hello, follow me.